Morning, Simon from Surf Society. I often get asked what are your favourite boards to ride, so I've chucked down my favourite boards to ride. Firstly, my favourite that I ride most of the time is the bean shape. So baked bean, it's called. There it is, there in the rack. It looks like a pretty boring shape, but for me, it rides like a lot like a skateboard, and on a fairly average day, it makes an average day lots of fun. And those days where the only chance you've got to do a quick bottom turn and a floater or just a one maneuver wave, I find it's a really fun board to ride. And if I get 20 or 30 of those, I've more than met my quota of happiness, so off I go. However, if the surf is good, I really like the side piece, which is this one here. And there it is standing up right there. That one. That one. Yeah, that one. So the side piece I ride up to about 8 foot. I do ride it in 5'4" as a quad setup, and I should qualify that with, like, I'm no superhero as far as surfing is concerned, but the extra buoyancy at the nose helps me pick up a bigger wave with a smaller board. And then because I've got back problems, I want the smaller board so I've got maneuverability without putting in a lot of effort. So basically I've got my board I want to ride when the surf's really good, then the bean shape for when the surf's not so good, which gets, honestly, it's about 80% of my surfing's on that. And it is my personal addiction. If it's not quite right surf, I'm on it 100% of the time when the surf's not quite right. So, which is, honestly, it's about 80% of all my surfing. Then I've got this. This is 9.3. It's called the Arcana. We call it the magic wave catcher because it is very rounded rails, very rounded tail, single fin setup, got a little bit of concave, a little bit of rocker in the tail and the nose, but it just gets waves so easily. So I use it when it's like 1 to 3 foot peeling, but slow, really slow. And honestly, it's like an attitude adjuster for me. It's like riding a giant foam board. I don't care if people drop in on me. In fact, I call them onto the wave. It's just that board that when the surfing conditions are terrible, but it's really beautiful out, sunny day, clear water, it's the board for me. However, I still ride this a lot, and that is an 8 foot foamy. And a lot of people go, why would you ride a foamy again after you've learned to surf? And I go, it's just fun. It's a hell of a lot of fun. And they've got a lot of buoyancy in them for the size of the board. So the 8 foot foamy actually gets flogging with me. I grab them out of the higher rack all the time and go for a quick dip out here at Palm Beach. And it's just because I'll see a little wave that pretty much only a longboard or a foamy could ride, and I'll go, yeah, I'll have a crack at that. You know, it's one of those things, if there's whales going past or dolphins, well, why wouldn't you go out? So I use that a lot. So brings me to another point. When you're buying your first board, if you buy well, then the board you'll keep it for the future. And when the waves aren't so good, you'll have a toy to play on. So buying with future you in mind is always a good idea. All right, that's it from me. Cheers.